What's going on, kings and queens? It's your boy Willis Bless with the squad with another edition of the Secret Sauce Podcast, the ingredients of the underdogs. I got my right hand 50 grand in the building with me. Barry, how you feeling?
Man, bro, I'm feeling good, man. Listen, Secret Sauce family, we got a legend in the building. We got a GOAT in the building. I'm super excited. Man, let me just bow down to the queen right now, man.
Oh, hell, the pinky toe. Woo!
Oh, my goodness.
Listen, man, Now, this our sister, man.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
This our sister.
Don't
man.
play about it.
Don't play with her at all.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Let's go.
And we just super excited, man, Queen. All joking aside, to really have you in the building, man. You know,
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah,
Blessed
man.
to be here.
You know what I'm saying? So we got the queen in the building, Coach Rocky. How you feeling?
Man, I'm blessed, highly favored. I can't complain about nothing. So I'm just excited to be here with the whole squad.
Say less. Marlon, kick it off, man.
Man, so Coach Rocky, you already know I got just some questions. I want to know about just your journey before you got into AI. You know what I'm saying? So give me the backstory, and then we can kind of dive into what you're doing now.
So I think for me, AI it's something I stumbled on because I'm one of those people who like to make things easier for myself. Okay, I'm a lazy person. I'll just put it out there. I'm a little lazy. Just a little lazy, right? And I wanted things to like work for me. So it started with finding different tools to help like write content for me, whether it was landing pages, sales pages, or whatever, but really getting it to write content. And then I said, this can't be the only thing, right?
Yeah.
So I started looking to other tools like video tools, presentations, different things like that. And I think for all of us, we have to just realize like what works and what doesn't work in business. And I just know like I'm not that great at just automating every single thing. Yeah. But if I can get a system that does it for me and all I got to do is tell it what to do.
Yeah.
Fun. So that's how I pretty much got started with it.
I love it. Well, man,
yeah, that's good. That's good. So, you know, we've been rocking for quite some time.
Too long.
Right? And so I just really want you to talk to that entrepreneur right now. And like the old you, like before you started making the bread, before you started getting the clients, like go back to that mentality because somebody needs this right now, fam, because everybody looks at your journey right now, Coach Rock, and they think that, oh man, I want to be just like that, but they don't want. So in other words, they want your oil, but they don't want the crush.
Come on.
So let me just say this. I'm in a season right now, and for anyone who's listening, like I'm in a season where it's about the plow, it's about sowing the seed, and then it's about reaping. A lot of times we look at things and we're like, I'll just plant the seed and I'll be able to reap. Well, you need to be able to also like plow the soil, like the land, get the soil right, because we can plant good seeds in bad soil. So when I think about that plow of my life, I go back to 2013. I just got divorced. I was just on my own, really first time with a kid.
Yeah.
And I needed to just make some money. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I was working a job, but I needed to make some extra money. And so for me, I started to look at what was I genuinely just good at? What could I do in my sleep, basically?
Yeah.
And I went from there. I came across a few challenges, and I tell people this story. I've always been a great writer, but they were like, you got to have a certification. You need to have a degree.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be honest. I went on Etsy. I purchased a certified funnel copywriter certificate that somebody made on Etsy for like $13. Yep. I'm not telling y'all do this, but
they probably gonna do it anyway.
I took that and it got me in the first door of me writing. Now here's what I need y'all to understand.
And
I could already do the thing.
Wow. Yeah.
I already had it in me. It was something that was already in me. I didn't have to get a certificate and then try to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
No, I already knew how to do it, but every door I was coming up across, it was shutting because I didn't have these things.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the money to go to school at that point. I just got divorced.
Yeah.
So I made that decision to get into my first door. Within about 3 months, the dude, like the man, he was like, you're not really a funnel copywriter, right? And I said, no.
I'm weak, dog. Y'all hear this, man?
He said, you're a really good writer, though.
Yeah.
He was like, but I can tell there's just some fundamentals that you're missing, but you're a really good writer. And so that was my first mentor because he took me under his wing. He actually put me through school to get my actual certified copywriter certification.
Yeah.
And so I'm not telling anybody to do that, but what I'm saying is that I already had something in me, and every door was shutting, and God allowed me, because here's the thing, y'all.
Come on.
God allowed me to do that, but he also put people in front of me that saw me, because that man changed my life. He opened me up to other business avenues. Like he opened me up to like learning and just really like putting me out there, and that's what made me even more hungrier.
Yeah.
And it just kind of went from there. I've worked with music artists. That was some of my first clients, helping them promote their albums, their tracks. Like I've done that. I've ghostwritten for a lot of y'all favorites.
Hey.
I've ghostwritten for a lot of y'all favorites, putting together their courses, their ebooks, everything. And I just decided in like 2020 that I didn't want to sit behind the scene anymore.
Yeah, facts.
I was like, God was calling me to do bigger. So for that person who's really sitting there saying to themselves, like, what do I do? Really figure out what can you do in your sleep. Like, I wake up and I'll just be writing. I have a notebook I sleep with. Yeah. And I'll be like, I wrote that? That is an anointed gift.
Absolutely.
So what's your anointed gift? And then go from there.
What's your anointing gift? What is your anointing gift?
Dog, that's heavy.
That is heavy. So listen, I want to dive into AI now. I want to dive into AI because I know that you about to give so much game when it comes to AI. And I hear a lot of people who are debating if they're going to use AI in their brand and in their business. So what would you say to that entrepreneur who's on the fence about AI, and how can AI be beneficial to their business and brand?
Let me tell you, if you believe that AI will replace you, like that's a lie. Yeah. AI is not going to replace people, but the people who learn it and leverage it will replace you. Ooh. That's why it's so important for you to master it now, right? Yeah. And you can start from finding just an area in your business that you need to like hand over to a system that can do it for you. And so that's what I would tell the people who are afraid of it. Yeah. I look at the jobs right now, the corporations that are bringing in speakers, they all want someone who has like some sort of like AI element into it, right? And so knowing that these companies and these businesses are wanting to do these things, even my old company, I didn't even tell you this. I just pitched them to come and do a AI workshop. I did. Haven't heard back yet, but my old company that laid me off, I just pitched them to come and do an AI workshop.
Wow.
Do you see what I'm saying? So these are all skills like, and it's not going anywhere. Yeah. It's not going anywhere. So when I work with different entrepreneurs, I ask them like, do you need it in your research and your development? So are you needing it to do actual research and data analytics in your business? Do you need it in your marketing? Are you looking to help you improving your branding? Is it your sales, systems, automations, operations? And then from there, I also look at the human resources side. You can integrate AI at all of those levels seamlessly with many different tools. I can't wait to tell you.
I bet you they're not on the fence now.
Yo,
I bet you they're not on the fence
now.
So
so let's go here, fam. Yeah. So what is AI and what is not AI?
That's a loaded question.
That is a very loaded question. The reason why I make that expression is because if you have a phone and it has Siri, or if you have a computer and it has some way you could talk to it, I think Cortana was one that was on like Microsoft for a while. Mm-hmm. If you have Alexa, that's all AI. Yeah. AI is not new. Wow. It's really not. The issue is this is what happened. ChatGPT came out in November of 2022, and now everybody's like AI. But some of us have been using AI for years.
For a minute,
So it really is artificial intelligence that basically it's an open source that scans a bunch of data and collects this data and is able to then put it out there in like strategized formats, right? So if you need it for your marketing, you need it for speaking, you need it for this. If I want to create like a video tool, I can create an AI tool that helps me do that. So it's not, let me just say this. It's not something that they're going to plant inside of your mind. And don't get me wrong, like Elon must be doing some crazy things.
Yeah.
But it's not something that's going to like take over humans. It's not like robots. Artificial intelligence, I have a certified prompt engineer certification.
Right.
There's machine language models. There is language learning models. There's different things that you can do with robots. So there's different levels to it. What you guys are used to is just the learning models, the language learning models. That's really what you're used to, because again, it's helping you program these systems and softwares that's allowing you to like get it to do the thing that you want it to do.
Right.
But AI has been around our whole lives. It just really has.
It's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yo.
Listen, and they're
even
they're
know that.
listening to us right now. Look.
Yo, so, cause everybody chat GPT'd out, right?
Yeah.
So like prompts.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did, and there's a bar that you always say, fam. Like if you put in trash, you're gonna get out trash, right? So talk to the people. Like, how do I as a speaker, let's say,
Yeah, facts.
use AI the right way with the right prompt to get the right result that I'm looking for?
That's an amazing question. So I actually teach people a format to prompt in. First things first, I tell the writing tool, and I say writing tools because you can use ChatGPT, Copy AI, there's Claude, there's Gemini. So you tell the writing tool who it is. Okay, that's the first step.
Who it is.
You define who it is. The reason why is because it basically, think about Superman.
Yeah.
When he's Clark Kent, he's in the office, he's writing, doing a magazine, whatever.
Yeah.
But then when he put his cape on, he's now saving lives. So ChatGPT is the same way. These tools are the same way. You need to tell it who it is, so now it can actually like personify it. So I'll start it with, you are an experienced social media manager.
Yeah.
So now it's like, bet, I'm a social media manager. I know what I need to do.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
The next thing you want to do is you want to give it some like context and content. So now I've told it who it is, and I say, listen, you are familiar with writing 30-day or 90-day plans, social media calendars for speakers who speak to kids about XYZ. I'm giving it enough context because even though I said you're a social media manager, it's going to think broad. I need to like give it context so it kind of like funnels it down. And the next thing I would want to do, so after I tell it who it is, give it some context, I will give it examples of successes and examples of failures.
Yeah.
So I'll say, Marlon wrote this post and these are the things that he did on the post that really work well. But I don't like where he talked about this because this doesn't help.
Yeah.
Like I'm again training it. It's a learning module. I also will tell it if it's writing something for me, this is key. If it's writing something for you, you want to tell it like what tone you want it to personify. Yeah. And so whether you want it to be friendly, kind, my favorites is witty, sassy, bossy. Like I like my content to sound like that way. Right. But I also could do celebrities. Like I write sometimes like Sheryl Sandberg, like Tony Robbins. I have that in me. But sometimes I like to sound like Cardi B. Yeah. So if I wanted to take on the tone of these celebrities, I tell it that as well.
That's crazy.
And then here's a key that I'll share with you guys. I always tell it to take its time. You are the expert.
Wow.
Let me tell you why I do this.
Jesus.
Because it is programmed to be quick. Mm-hmm. But now I'm basically telling it to think. Yeah. And be thoughtful.
Turn the episode off, dog.
And so people, and I've done this in my community, they see the differences when I put that piece in and when I don't. When I don't put it in, it just spits it right out.
Yeah.
When I do, it literally takes a little bit more time to process. It is thinking and being more thoughtful. So if you utilize that, and I'll give you guys a key, another bonus. Take about 3 to 5 pieces of long form content that you've already written.
Yeah.
Put it into ChatGPT or Copy AI, whatever tool, and say, analyze this content for my writing style, my personality, my tone, and the celebrity voice.
Yeah.
Let it evaluate that information for you, and now you have a blueprint as to what all your content should sound like whenever it spits it out. So let's just say I ask it to write something. Jesus. I can say, this is the blueprint. Please redo this and make sure it follows this format.
I'm gonna let that breathe for a little bit because that was heavy game right there.
Yo,
I'm gonna let that
this is
breathe.
what I'm telling y'all. Like, y'all, my sis didn't come to play.
No, she did not.
And if you're watching this right now, because a lot of you be like, oh, you ChatGPT, and you're using it the wrong way. She teaching you how to, like, literally, she just literally gave you 6 figures
Yeah.
worth of game.
Absolutely.
Just off of that.
Absolutely.
So let's do this. Give me 3 tools that a speaker or a coach can use. So let's just say I'm looking for a virtual assistant. What can I use what can I use AI for in regards to that?
So what we're actually going to be doing tomorrow is we're going to be building out our GPT agent, which will be our virtual assistant. So during my time on stage, I'm actually going to walk them through the steps of building out their own virtual assistant. So you can do this within inside of ChatGPT.
Wow.
And so I won't give away too much because
Right.
this is inside of what we're doing. But another tool that I'll give to you guys is Sybil, Sybill, and then there's also Fireflies. Those are what I call my sales agents. So basically, I can get on a call with Marlon, and it comes into the call. It analyzes everything. It will then tell me what Marlon's pain points are. It'll tell me what Will's tension points are. It'll tell me what pieces of the conversation I need to maybe double back on. If I sounded like I didn't have confidence, especially when I talked about pricing, then it'll tell me that I lack confidence. And so then I'm able to, it coaches me. Exactly.
Really?
At the end of this call, because it records the video, it gives you a transcription of the actual call itself. At the end of it, I can then go into Sybil or Fireflies and say, I just had this call with Will. I want you to summarize the call points so I can send him an email. Spits out the email for me, and then I shoot it right off. I polled several entrepreneurs, and I've asked them, how long does it take for you to send an invoice after you get off a sales call? They say more than 30 minutes. This is done in less than 20.
That's facts.
Less than 15.
Oh my God.
I know you said 3, but I feel like those 2 are probably the most powerful because we all want to make more sales in our business. And if you're on the phone with people, then it's important for you to be able to do that. Like to analyze that information. I need to know your pain points.
Yeah.
It will tell me what your pain points are. I might think something, but then it tells me.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think that's super powerful for everybody.
Man.
You a bad queen, dog.
Right.
Bro, did you just hear what?
Bro,
That's my
absolutely,
whole
bro.
systems, man.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, this one,
Thousands.
y'all got to pay for this one. We not putting this on YouTube. You got to join our Patreon to get this
Absolutely.
one. I'm gonna hold you, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, this one right here is different. What? I ain't got nothing else to say after that.
Man,
bro.
listen, I got one last question. Where do you see AI in the next 5 to 10 years?
That's good.
Where do I see AI in the next 5 to 10 years? To be honest with you, I'm glad you asked this question. I really don't know how to answer it. Let me tell you why I don't know how. Because it's evolving at a rate faster than they expected.
Yeah.
What we're also seeing in the industry is that everyday people have found something that they're passionate about when it comes to AI. And they've now found their niche. They found something in the industry that they can do.
Yeah.
So like literally I can launch an app or build a website in 5 minutes using AI. And now I wasn't a graphic designer or built websites, but now I have this tool that allows me to build people's websites, 5-page websites in less than 30 minutes. So when I think about 5 to 10 years, I see it as evolving. I see it as being integrated in a lot more like systems inside of our homes, businesses. I see companies right now. Let me just get y'all this. Companies want AI advocates, speakers, trainers, whoever. They want them so bad. So if you're in a place where you're like, man, I know I can do this particular thing, learn AI for your particular thing, and then like dominate that market.
Jesus.
Dominate it.
I don't know who that's for out there.
It's for
I
somebody.
don't know who that's for out there.
So this is what we're gonna land the plane.
Yeah.
Right. What would be one ingredient that you would give to an underdog right now?
Oh, one ingredient? I only got one? One.
For you, you can do 2.
I'll do one. I have to do one. The reason why I say one is like, if you're going to do something, give yourself 5 minutes to discount yourself. Let me tell you why. We all naturally have doubt. We all naturally go through it, right? So if you can control that piece of your life, like that piece of your decision making, and then after that, you just make the decision. Because now you've already ran through all the different scenarios of what could go wrong. So now you can prepare for it to go right. And that's all you focus on. And so in my everyday life, if I feel doubtful about anything, I take 5 minutes to just go through all the scenarios that naturally play in our head. After that, I decide faster. That's probably the one ingredient I wish I had in 2013, was just to decide faster.
Well, with that being said, y'all, it's your boy Willis Blessed with the squad, coming to let you know. Wait, where can they find you at? And what you got coming up?
That is a great question. You guys can find me online, Facebook, Instagram. Rocket Content Academy is my website.
Come on,
The
put that in the show notes.
The Conquer-ish brand is on and popping. Coach Rocky knows her SHYT on social media.
I love it.
And I have a few things coming up. Main thing is my AI community is really big for me right now.
Come on.
We learn AI in a purposeful way. That's the main goal. We're not learning AI to just do a prompt. So in my whole community, I show them how to build out their own prompts. We're building our own businesses and things like that too. So the Conquer AI community is what you need to tap into. You can go to conqueraicommunity.com and you'll be able to find me.
Yeah, we definitely going to put that in the show notes. Listen, man, again, it's the squad. Come let you know, let's get it, let's go, let's be great. But most importantly, you can live twice if you leave a legacy. Peace.